Today we arrived in the wonderful city, Uman. This is one of the more famous places in Ukraine because of a marvelous national dendrological park, Sofiivka. And in the end of the episode, we're going to surprise you with the Ukrainian Atlantis.
Hello guys,
Hi.
we are here. Today's video gonna take place in Uman. That's our city for this day.
Yes.
Actually, Uman is a well-known city, but for Jewish people more, right?
Yeah, mostly for its Jewish community.
Yeah. Every year, around September, as far as I can remember, around 30,000 of people come here from all over the world.
To celebrate the Jewish New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
That's called Rosh Hashanah?
Rosh Hashanah.
Yes.
And actually, because of the fact that at the end of 17th century, their biggest prophet, the most well-known prophet, its name is
Rabbi Nachman.
Yeah, decided to be here at the final days of his life, the final weeks.
Yeah.
So it's a really religious place for them. Actually, it's said that after Israel, it's the second most religious place, that every Jewish people has to be here at least one time in his life. We read that every child, up to 7-year-old has to be here at least one time in order to be clean until its wedding time.
Yeah.
So actually so many people come here. Locals on the other side, they don't feel nice about that. It seems that this district of the city has its own laws. We can say that, right?
Yeah, they have, like we've seen, they have their own ambulance, and because it's a community, so it's a bit maybe closed to the rest of the city.
They have even their own coins, the one from Israel, so it seems like really
shekels.
closed. Yeah, it seems really closed. The celebration took place for 2 days. Actually, those 2 days, Jewish people are not able to use technology at all, even elevators. That's why to rent a house, an apartment for those days, at that period of time, is cheaper when it's on 5th floor and more. That sounds quite weird, right?
Yeah, because they have to walk. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, follow us. Not follow us, we're gonna follow you.
See you
in a bit.
us in a bit.
Some families of the Hasids live in this quarter. Buildings, shops, and even signs are made identical as in Israel. All the Hasids come to pray Rabbi Nachman into helping them on Judgment Day.
We've been inside the synagogue. How do you feel?
How I felt about it? I thought it was interesting. At first, I was a bit intimidated that we have to split.
Yeah.
But of course, it's their tradition to do that. And I went inside and met a really friendly woman who told me a bit about it, and it felt good.
The guy that guided me there, he gave me many books to share with you as I gave you. And actually, I have to say, when I go back to my room, maybe I'm interested in starting reading some of them.
So you got that...
I got that emotion that something nice happened there, and at the same time, something really peaceful and has to do with soul. He gave us prayers from the heartstrings and, the praise in Nachman. But what he strongly pointed out, and I keep it in my mind, that it has to do with good and how good you connect with God and everything can work, you know.
And that everything comes from within.
Yeah, from your soul and to him.
Yes.
So it was really, really interesting. So in case you could be here, for sure you have to be careful to dress up really well, not to be provocative, etc.
No.
And to try on, please, not September, because it's thousands of people here,
Yeah,
and it might
celebrate.
take many, many hours to get to the grave to pray. So, after all these nice vibes, let's explore more.
Yes,
Follow us.
let's see some more. Bye.
Well, here we are. Actually, we are in the park of,
Sofiyivka, dendrological park of Sofiyivka.
yeah, or otherwise just the park of Sofia, something like that, right?
Yeah.
It's a really, really nice park. Huge park, though.
Yeah,
with so
it's
many different trees and species.
Super big park.
Yeah. And it was built 200 years ago, kind of, right? Because of what?
Well, it was a man who wanted to, or I should actually say he was madly in love with a woman named Sophia.
Yeah.
So he built this park for the love of her.
Yeah, it's really nice to be with a lover that makes you a park for you. You know, we usually just give a bunch of roses to someone, not the whole park.
Maybe it's a bit ambitious.
Yeah, actually we've been told that he was so rich and so passionate with his girlfriend, and he wanted to show her how much in love he was with her. And she created a park, and maybe 20 years ago, with a drone, you could see that its name is written according with the plants, you know?
From above,
Yeah.
you can see that he planted, or the trees were planted as her name.
That's really cool.
Let's explore this park of love more and see if we can find something interesting.
Yeah, maybe we could find our loves too there, you don't know?
Or maybe we will build a park for our love.
We continued our journey to the main attraction of the city, Sofiivka National Dendrologic Park of Ukraine. The park is the prime example of the harmonious combination of people's talent and natural beauty.
And we just arrived in these small Niagara's waterfalls.
Mini version of Niagara.
Yeah. So,
Niagara Falls.
join us.
Yeah, come on, let's see what it's all about.
Adelaide. Oh, look, amazing here. Oh my
It's
God.
all right.
And now it's time for romance. There is no limit to our admiration because the landscape of the park is amazing.
Well, it's supposed to be a romantic
Tunnel.
but
But we're not
actually,
really getting the vibe.
yeah, maybe it's a more fear of. Can you see the bricks
A
here?
scary tunnel.
Yeah, it's scary, and it smells really bad. Yeah, it's like
Here's
my
a
dog's
hole.
toilet.
Here's an escape room.
Not escape room. But it's really hot, that's why we're totally wet. I am totally wet. But they told us that's gonna be a tunnel about
Love.
about love. It could be like that. But where's the romantic?
I mean, now we understand why it's not a tunnel of love. It's a tunnel of
Romance is romance, but we are closer to our active rest.
Actually, so hot here. Yeah, it's a bad day. But the location is really, really nice. And now we just arrived to the island of flowers, the house of flowers. You can see there's a wonderful house that we're gonna go now. So, see you in a bit. I think it's really hard.
a race. Oh, wait. Yeah, I like that when I do something good.
What's wrong here?
We're stuck in the lines.
I have no words about that lovely park.
It's a huge park.
Yeah. And now we are here. We are in that lovely, lovely part of the garden. It reminds me like Versailles, a kind
Versailles,
of.
yeah.
Yeah, in Paris. And it's like a more refreshing part of the park, right?
Yeah, exactly. To cool us down because we're very sweaty.
And we've been told that whoever just cleaned his face with the water from that waterfall, that fountain, he will stay young forever. And because I'm afraid of Botox, I maybe take some bottles of water with me in Greece.
Yeah, you can fill it up and sell.
I just drink and put it on my face and wash my face and everything. So, let's see how it looks to look younger. Let's be forever young and beautiful. Hello, will we borrow your bicycle, please?
Yeah.
They look really cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we try them?
Wow, yes.
Woo!
By the way, the park has available areas for cycling, so this is a good way to see all the sights faster.
Well, we managed at least to be at the proper waterfall.
Yeah, we finally came here to the right one. We were not a bit sure where we're supposed to go, but here we are now.
Yeah, it's a waterfall that it said that its water makes you young and beautiful.
Yeah.
So maybe I could grab some to Greece, you know, I don't need Botox and maybe, you know.
Fill them up and bring you with you.
Yeah.
Okay, watch out.
We are exactly in the middle of a cave, and as a legend, that park is full of legend. You have to make here a wish, and that could become true. So let's make a wish.
We have to tell the name of the grotto. It's called the Grotto of Apollon.
Yes.
Or
It's an ancient Greek god.
yeah.
Yeah. So let's make a ways. We have 5 seconds. Give us 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
I had more to say. And what makes me really happy is that that lake is full of ancient Greek artists like
Euripides, and we've seen
Euripides,
Socrates.
Platonas, and all of them. So for me, it's a great honor, you know. We are actually in Dakota.
No, we are in Bakota.
Bakota, yes, you're right.
Can you hear how peaceful it is?
It's actually so peaceful, but it wasn't like that years ago.
No.
Specifically in October of 1981, Soviet Union decided to nullify that place. That place exactly that we can see after on the frame, it used to be a city.
Yeah, or
A village, yeah, smaller.
Yes,
It's a village. It was a village actually. And because of electric factory they wanted to build, that's why 7,000 houses are now underwater, and they are here. It's really, as we read about that, it's a controversial issue. What I mean is a decision. What I mean is that many people of them, they were okay with that. Other people say, why you can do that to so many to so many houses?
Yeah.
That was Soviet Union. I want it, I got it. So they wanted that one, so they did it, and they didn't really care about the consequences, right?
No.
So let's join and to see how actually it looks. We read that for sure even we could dive because the water it's not so clean. You cannot see with a mask how the city looks like, but scuba divers are really with proper equipment can really see. You can see the buildings, the houses, the floors, the roofs. It sounds really weird, right?
Yeah, like a really underwater city.
Yeah, it's like a lost Atlantida.
Yeah, exactly, Atlantic city.
Yeah, it was actually because the land here, the ground,
The
soils, specifically, it was so good that Soviet people didn't want a specific city to produce so good products, so they wanted just to destroy it.
Yeah.
But that's a legend.
Yeah,
The
so
reality,
we don't really know.
Yeah, we don't really know. So we just tell you what we have heard about it. So it's up to you to believe the legend or the other option.
Yeah.
So let's follow us.
Yeah.
Well, actually, before that monastery was built, a few monks used to live in that caves. And what's more important to say to you is that because of its height, I mean, we are close to 70 meters above the water.
Yeah, 70 meters.
Above the surface of the water. That's why after the city is under the water,
Overflooded. That these caves survived. Yeah, you're right.
It's so nice and it's so silent. Yeah.
It's very nice.
But everywhere there are insects.
Yeah, it's bees that are a bit scary
But
sometimes.
yeah, be here for sure.
Yeah, it's worth a visit if you're around.
And we have to say that on the way to that monastery, above the lake and everything, it's full of hippie people, you know. That seems that many of them do camping, actually. They're free camping and they go on swimming, etc., etc., etc. And maybe it might be a hippie place.
Like an alternative place.
Yeah, alternative place.
So for alternative people.
Hi, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
What's your name?
Emmanuel.
Dimitrios, nice to meet you.
Jonna.
Natalie, Dimitrios, nice to meet you. You come from here?
No, I am from Argentina, Córdoba.
Oh, and what you're doing here in Ukraine? It's far away.
It's very far away.
Last year I started to travel here in Ukrainian and I like so much. I meet her.
You're a couple?
Yes, and this year I decided to come back.
Oh, that's very nice.
And you're gonna stay here or go back to Argentina?
No, the plan is to stay here.
Can you see what loves make?
Yeah, I've never been to Argentina, but I've been to Chile, so I was.
Yeah. Do you come from here, actually? From Ukraine?
I am from Lviv, but I live in Vilnius.
Really?
I decided to show a little Ukraine.
Yeah, it's nice. How do you find Ukraine?
Good, very nice country, very nice people, very kind. I feel comfortable here.
Good. Thank you for meeting us. It was a pleasure.
It was nice meeting you. Yeah.
So keep on. Yeah. You
And have
too.
a nice, continuously.
In your life, in your common life. Bye bye, guys.
Bye bye. Take care.
Bakota is an unusually beautiful place. When you visit, you'll dive into a world of peaceful nature where spirit of age-old stories hovers over crystal water.
Here we are with our lovely captain. He reminds me so much my grandfather. Yeah. He's the same, how can I say the word? Really proud of himself. So yeah, maybe most of the captains look like that.
Yeah, he looks like a real captain. He has a proud posture. It's really nice, this. I mean, sunset, and we are going in a boat in this very special area. It's something unique. I mean, it's like a painting. I really love this when you're going on a boat in the sunset.
Well guys, I have to make confession. Since I was really young, I used to go with my parents to their cottage, and it's exactly the same feeling. My dad has a boat, and every evening we do the same boat trip. So for me, all that colors, the watercolor, and all that evening style, it's so emotional, and I have missed them a lot.
Our day has actually come to an end.
Yeah, actually it wasn't so tiring, but more hot. I could describe it as more hot day, right?
Yeah, it's been quite humid actually.
A lot of humidity, yeah.
And we did a lot of things, as we usually do.
Every day for us is so tiring, yeah. Thank you so much for watching us one more time. It's really kind of you.
Yeah.
And see you soon.
See you very soon.